filters in Google Sheets. We're going to be looking at these two files in the folder for this lesson, and these are the example data and the example document. So the example document has some questions where we're asked to find values for some statistics, create a table and pie chart, and then also create another pie chart. So here's the data that we're going to be using. This is health data on anonymous high schoolers. So we have each of these rows is a student. So we have the student's age, their grade, their gender, whether they're Hispanic or Latinx, their race, their height, weight. So the height is in meters, the weight is in kilograms. We also have their general health rating, how many hours of sleep they get per night, whether they have asthma, whether they're depressed, how often they wear a helmet when they're biking, how often they use a seat belt, and how often they use sunscreen. So it's a sample data set of high school health data. So what we're asked to do here is, in the first task, is to find the mean or average weight of 16-year-old boys. So the way we do this using filters, so the idea of a filter is that it's going to only select the data that we want and make it easier for us to calculate this quantity right here. So what I'm going to do is, to use a filter, we need to do Control A or Command A, select all the data, and then we need to just make sure all the data is selected. Yes, it is. Good. Now we're going to say data, create a filter. And when you do that, it turns green on the sides. And also these filter symbols appear. These are funnels which symbolize filtering, or getting a smaller set of the data than what is actually displayed here. So what that means is that we're going to try to filter it. So we want to see only the data for 16-year-old students and also who are boys. So the way we do that is, first we're going to try to get the data to only show the data for 16-year-olds. So how we can do that is we click this filter symbol next to age. And you're going to see categories here of all the different age groups. Now we want the 16-year-old category to be checked and nothing else. So you can click on these and uncheck them, or if that takes too long, you can just click clear and get rid of all of them. And then just click on 16 years old and you will get that category. Then you hit OK. Now it only shows 16-year-old students data. We also wanted it to only show data for males. So we're going to click on the gender filter, uncheck female, and leave male checked. And we're going to click OK. Now it only shows the data for males who are also 16 years old. And when the filter is active, it changes to this symbol right here, like a filled in funnel. If the filter is not active, it's going to be like this, kind of dashed. So what we're trying to find is the average weight of those students. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to find that average down here. Now if I do average and I select the weights, there's going to be a problem. The problem is that, do you see how on the side here the row numbers are not all in order? They're jumping around because a lot of the data that happens for 16-year-olds is at different places. It's not all in one contiguous section. So what that means is that it's going to, if I do average of 89 to 183, it's going to include 168, 169, 170, 171, which are not part of this filtered data set. It jumps over that to 181. So we'd be including stuff that is not actually in the filtered data set. So even if I hit enter on this average here that I did, this is actually wrong. There's another way to find the average of just the filtered data that we see right here only. And the way to do that is the subtotal function. So if you look back at the notes, subtotal is, the way you do it is you select which function you want to use. And if I put 1 here for function code, it will be calculating the average. And then I put the range of the filtered data. So subtotal will know that I only want it for this, and it's not going to give me the overall average of that range. So I'm going to do subtotal 1, because I want the average. And I'm going to select the weights and hit enter. This right here is different than the one that we found here. So subtotal is the way to go when you have filtered data. This is correct. So I'm going to take this, round it to the nearest hundredth, put 72.97 kilograms in here for the answer. 72.97 kilograms, and we're done. So the next thing is to find the standard deviation for 17-year-old girls' weights, and we can do this a little bit more quickly. So I'm going to go back to the data, delete this, and the way to clear the filters is you can click on this and then do select all and bring them all back. Or if you want to get rid of all the filters, you can go to data and click remove filter. Now it's all back. So it said here 17-year-old girls' weights. So we're going to select all the data again, hit data, create filter, select only the 17-year-old. So I'm going to click on this filter symbol, clear it, go down to the 17-year-old category, click OK. And then it said girls, so we're going to select female, get rid of the male category there and select female. And now we have the data set for the 17-year-old students who are female. We have that. Now we're trying to find the standard deviation. So we're not going to use stdev. We're going to use subtotal. And in subtotal, the function code for standard deviation is this one, 7. So I'm going to say equals subtotal 7, comma, and then select all the weights, but not the NAs because those would be not numbers. And then I hit enter. That's the standard deviation. And the standard deviation in statistics is a way to measure the variability of data and like the distribution of how high and how low the numbers are. But we can just put this as 14.14 kilograms. So now we need to create a frequency table for the grades of all students and a pie chart. We're going to use unique and countif to do that. I'm going to do that in the next video. Let me pause it here and you'll see it in the next video.